Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be going over Cooper Kupp's Super Bowl performance, his MVP Super Bowl performance. We're going to be breaking it all down in a film session. Before we get started, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So Cooper Kupp continuing to do Cooper Kupp type things. This time in the Super Bowl. Let's start with the stats. 8 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. We're going to break it all down in today's film session. But it was just Cooper Kupp doing what he's been doing all year. Let's dive right into it. See how he really changed the course of this Rams offense in this game against the Bengals. So I guess we'll start with this play here. This was his first touchdown catch of the game. And really, this is just Cooper Kupp, one, route running superb, but number two, finding the open space in the middle of the football field. Kupp's going to run this sort of route here to the back end of the end zone, and he's going to be wide open. And this is actually a great play call by the Rams, trying to get Kupp open on purpose. So number one, they realize it's a pretty soft zone coverage, where more or less you're going to have these guys kind of manning these areas of the field, right? And then you have the 3 linebackers in the middle. And what the Rams decide to do here is, remember, Cooper Kupp's running this route here. So the idea is to get all these defenders to bite down, which opens up the space in behind these defenders where Cooper Kupp is running. And that comes off the simple play action play. And this is the staple of Sean McVay's game. You see how these linebackers come down. The safeties in the back and the corner in the back come down to help support those linebackers. And that half second puts these guys on their back foot. And what does Cooper Kupp do? He runs right in behind that. Matthew Stafford sees that, sees the open space, and fires an absolute dime in the back of the end zone for a Cooper Kupp touchdown to make it 13-3. But this is just a fantastic job by Cooper Kupp. Number one, route running, finding the open space in the middle of the football field, just gets to that spot, know where he needs to be, and gets the touchdown catch. Really nice play from Cooper Kupp, but really good, ability from the Rams and Sean McVay getting their guy open here in Cooper Kupp. Really good play design. With the play action to really make these defenders have to move down, which allows the space for Cooper Kupp to move in behind. So once again, Cooper Kupp just finding the open space in the football field and delivering for the Rams. And there was no real bigger play than this play here. This is probably what secured him Super Bowl MVP. But more importantly, Cooper Kupp on this play shows a couple things. One, the clutch factor. Look at here. It's 20-16, fourth quarter, 129 left in the game. Game's down to the wire. You got to have this touchdown here to win it. And it's 2nd and goal. You're on the 1-yard line, and who do you trust? You trust your best player in Cooper Kupp. And this is a great play design here. You got Ben Skoranek running this route here to clear the space one-on-one on the outside between Kupp and the corner. And what Kupp is going to do is he's going to run that just a little fade, right? Just tiny little fade, and what Kupp is able to do is really utilize his body to protect the ball and secure the catch. But it's really the chemistry with Stafford too in this play. It's really everything that makes him an elite receiver. You're going to see Skoranek roll out, and then you just see that pure one-on-one matchup to the outside. Stafford sees that the corner is not paying attention to Stafford, not looking at the ball. So that means that Stafford can throw the ball really whenever. Kupp is obviously anticipating this route, and he's just going to use his body here to just ward off the defender and haul that in for a catch. And I have a better angle over here on this play on Eli Apple. So once again, it's just a little bit in the hips. Really good route running here by Cooper Kupp, creating separation for himself. Look at how he moves laterally side to side and then moves outside and then utilizes his body to really come away with that catch. Look how he turns his body in open space, and then he's that backside facing Eli Apple. So you have the ball here, you've got the back, and then the defender here trying to get to the football. That makes it a secure catch. This is perfect timing between Kupp and Stafford. That's number one thing that makes this play possible. Number two, the athleticism and ability for Kupp to secure the ball and utilizing his athleticism to come down and make this play, warding the defender of the football. But this is what I love about Cooper Kupp the most. He can do anything on the football field. Look at here. It's 4th and 1 here. This was the game-winning drive here. And look at it. I mean, there's 5 minutes on the clock. This was a really long drive. But, you got to pick up this first down. It's 4th and 1. You're on your own 30. You got to pick it up. Who do you trust? The run game hasn't been working all night. Let's get the ball into the hands of our best playmaker in Cooper Kupp. Fantastic play design here. You're going to get Cooper Kupp in motion around across the formation, and then he's going to try and run for the first down. And you're going to see these clutch blocks here trying to get up the field to allow Cooper Kupp the space. This is all vision and just athleticism and speed and acceleration from Cooper Kupp, and just shows the kind of athlete he is and what he's been able to do all season for this Rams team. And if you watch some of my previous Cooper Kupp film sessions where I really delved into him this playoff season, you're going to see the similar type things. They use him in every facet of the game, and here it's in the running game. You see how he sees these 2 blocks on the outside, and what is he able to do? He's able to get to that, get around this defender, utilize these 2 blocks to stay away from these defenders, and then pick up the first down and some extra yardage to help move the chains. And that's what Cooper Kupp is. He's a guy who moves the chains. He goes and gets the first downs, gets up and makes the tough plays. And this is just him in another facet of the game. Here it's the run game, but normally it's a passing game. But he picks up those yards, picks up those first downs, and that's why he was really clutch in the Super Bowl. That's why he was Super Bowl MVP. Because time and time again, when the Rams needed to play, they needed a first down, Cooper Kupp came in, and one of them was on this play here where he was able to use his legs to pick up the first down. And here it's going to be a little bit of the route running. You're going to see Cooper Kupp running this deep slant into the middle of the field. It's almost a post route towards the middle of the field. It's not quite deep enough to be a post route because it doesn't really quite get behind the safeties. But nonetheless, this is a really solid play design, once again, by Cooper Kupp, by Sean McVay, and the Rams offense. But more importantly, Cooper Kupp has the clutch gene. He has the clutch gene. I think 4 or 5 of his catches came in the fourth quarter, crunch time on this last possession. Where he really needed to come up big. And just look at this game situation once again. 20-16, 3 minutes left, fourth quarter. Who needs a big play? The Rams do. Who do they go to? They go to Cooper Kupp. You're going to see the route running here. That's the number one thing I really want you to focus on. Look how he evades this defender and puts him on ice. Just gets right by him. And then Stafford sees that Cooper Kupp's really alone in the middle of the field. Right? Once again, that's what Cooper Kupp does so well. He understands angles. There's 1, 2, 3 defenders here. And where's Cooper Kupp? Right in the middle of all of them in a perfect throwing window for Matthew Stafford. But more importantly, this is what I love about Cooper Kupp. It's all about the yards after the catch. He's great after the catch, gets away from one defender, and then picks up a couple extra yards to get into the red zone, or at least to the 25. On this situation, excuse me. But nonetheless, this is just Cooper Kupp at his finest. Running great routes, finding himself wide open in the middle of the defense, and then picking up the tough yards after the catch, evading defenders, and helping his team move the chains and pick up those extra yards. That's what Cooper Kupp does. That's why he was the Offensive Player of the Year. That's why he was the Super Bowl MVP. He made the clutch plays at the end of the game for this Rams team to win this game. And especially on this last drive, it was all about those clutch plays, down to the wire. You get 2:34 left on the clock. Once again, 20-16 game. You need a touchdown here. Who do you go to? You go to Cooper Kupp. And what I love about this play here is the Rams, number one, they see that it's just going to be pure man coverage across the board. They see it's going to be here, 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 and then here. And what that means is that this guy is rushing the quarterback, which means 2 things. One, it means that Cooper Kupp is lined up against a linebacker, which is just never a good idea. And you always want to take advantage of that, really. More or less. So Matthew Stafford, number one, sees that. He also knows that Cooper Kupp, is playing a great game, wants to find Cooper Kupp. And actually, he's against Logan Wilson right here. Logan Wilson had a really good game for the Bengals against this Rams team. Definitely not good enough, though, to just lock down Cooper Kupp. And this is all timing with Kupp and his route running and his timing and chemistry with Matthew Stafford, which has been off the charts all year. Look at how he takes this route, drops it back, and then comes back to the football to secure that catch. And it's something special, right? It's an 8-yard curl route, but that keeps the Rams ahead of the chains. It keeps them in a place where they're feeling confident in their offense and their rhythm. And it's just Cooper Kupp doing what he does best, finding the open gaps in the defense, getting the ball in his hands, making the plays, making the catches, and moving the ball for this Rams team. And that's what he did at the end of the game for this Rams offense. Got the game-winning touchdown for them. But this is just another one of those plays where he uses his route running, his ability to create separation, and his chemistry with Matthew Stafford to pick up yards for this Rams offense. So when it comes down to it and we really look at it, Cooper Kupp had a fantastic game once again. There's a reason he was the Offensive Player of the Year. He had games like this all year long. 8 catches in this one, 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Moved the chains for this Rams offense, was clutch for this Rams offense. The chemistry with Matthew Stafford was there. And at the end of the day, when Odell Beckham Jr. went out and obviously Robert Woods was injured halfway through the season, Cooper Kupp was going to be the guy. And Cooper Kupp got fed, and he ate all season. And especially in the Super Bowl, 2 touchdown catches, one in the first half, one the game-winning touchdown in the second half with 1:25 left. He was the guy all night for the Rams passing attack. And no other player, had more than 4 catches. Bryson Hopkins had 4 catches. Van Jefferson had 4 catches. But after OBJ went down, OBJ looked really explosive in that first half. And after he got that knee injury, Cooper Kupp was the guy, and he's been the guy all year, but it was just a continuation of what we've seen. We saw him in the run game. We saw him pick up clutch third downs. We saw his yards after catch ability, his athleticism, his chemistry and timing with Matthew Stafford. It was all there, and that was the reason he won the Super Bowl MVP. He put it all together to have a masterful performance in the Super Bowl, leading his team to a 23-20 victory. Don't get me wrong, definitely the defense was a part of it, but Cooper Kupp put his team on his back when Matthew Stafford had no one else to go to. Kupp was there time and time again, creating separation for himself, and using his body and his hands to create really, really nice plays for this Rams offense down the stretch. Big game from him. Congrats on the Super Bowl win. Congrats on the Super Bowl MVP. But Cooper Kupp continuing to do what he did all season long here in the Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, I think he should have been in the conversation for Super Bowl MVP, or regular season MVP. He ended up winning Offensive Player of the Year, but he deservedly wins the Super Bowl MVP. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.